Guys, what's up? Welcome to the stream. QE here. We're gonna do a match, an EZL match. It's Tapatio eSports versus Infinity Rebirth. I've got Data Zook here with me, and I've got Sean Plays here with me. They're gonna be doing some casting, so it's gonna be great. Let's get started.
Alright guys, we have, I believe, Tapatio eSports on to the right side and Infinity Rebirth on the left side. We have Sir Turtle Snipe Valman playing for Infinity, and Stinson, Thickjaw, and Maximum Capacity. Pretty sure he spelled capacity wrong, but Maximum. All three are playing for the Stinson, right? No. Tapatio. There you go.
Tapatio eSports.
They're playing for Tapatio eSports, and looks like Sir Turtle decided to ban the Lance, a very strange pick, but nothing wrong with that. And Idris has been banned for Tapatio. Now all comes down right onto the picks. Sean, who do you think might be the combos for these teams?
After Grace got that nerf, so I've been seeing a lot of Lyra in the captain position.
I totally agree. I've been seeing her a lot too in those captain positions, and Catherine, of course, also is going to be first picked up by Infinity.
Looking at a scarf.
Yes, he's looking into a scarf and immediately follows up with a Finn, a scarf, and a Finn. A very decent comp, but can also be deadly at some points in the game. Now all comes down to Snipe, of course, picking up his hero for Infinity, and he picks up the Celeste, followed by a very quick Glaive. No time to think right there. Wants to rush up this draft and make sure that they can get the win.
Yes, the Glaive can come up after burn the Scarf, and they can triple stun, because they have a actual whole stun comp.
Yeah, I totally agree. That triple stun team is probably going to kill the Scarf or the Vox. It's going to be the last pick right there. Can kill either one of those two, but I don't think they want to target that Finn. It's a very slow-moving target, but he can also be a very heavy tank.
Yes, if the Celeste can get her broken myth stacks up, because if she might get a Frostburn for the Finn, so he's slower, so she can get her broken myth stacks up, she could do a lot of damage.
Correct. Indeed. Totally agreed. And now it looks like onto these skins. Of course, skins does not equal skills, but legendary skins followed by one special edition skin. Sir Turtle is the special one out of all of these heroes here.
Out of all the comps, I think that the B side has much more that the box can sustain in team fights. So I got to give it to the B team to win.
Alright. Well, now I feel like since you vote for Tapatio, of course I have to vote for the exact opposite, and it's going to feel like, in my opinion, Infinity, only just because of that triple stun. And if Scarf or Vox gets knocked out of line and wasn't prepared for a surprise attack, they are going to be doomed. Now, the match starts, of course. Both teams charge right into the House Unfold, and Infinity versus Tapatio eSports officially begins. Sir Turtle looks like trying to push up into a little bit side into their jungle over there. Trying to push off that Finn. Finn just shrugs it off, of course. Now Catherine rotates up right into their lane right there. Vox trying to get a little bit of his farm. Make sure that he can ensure all of it, of course. Catherine there can't do much because Celeste ain't up there. Now she is. There goes as a Heliogenesis, able to steal that one farm. Glaive now is all alone right into the jungle there. But Finn actually rotates up and does not realize that the Glaive is all alone. Looks like Catherine's going to poke up right into that bush right there. A Heliogenesis is going to come out. The Finn's ability able to give out some shield to himself. Glaive now rotates back up into the lane. Now he's right here. The triple stun team might be able to come. There goes the aftermath. There goes the stun. There goes the triple stun team right there. The first blood.
Oh my god.
The Infinities.
Yes.
Fox goes down.
Yes. Finn did not have no vision in the bush. No vision.
Of course, vision is always key into the House Unfold. But also, gold can also be a very huge essential play of the game.
Yes.
Fox comes back up. There goes the stun. There goes the second stun right onto there. More damage has been dealt onto the Fox. There goes on the post. Not able to do much, unfortunately. But he's able to receive about almost half of his health gone. Minion candies activated for the Infinities. Finn now and Scarf actually recalls back home, and Finn's gonna rotate by himself up into the lane. There goes the Celeste, low on energy, of course. She goes back home, and Catherine's all by herself right into that lane right there.
They didn't realize that they had the opportunity.
They probably did, but they didn't want to play it. Probably want to play a little bit past it. But there goes the stun. Yeah. There goes out her stuns, of course, but able to build some stacks, but not enough to do some damage right into the Fox. She's all alone, of course, but now Celeste comes in. There goes the Heliogenesis. There goes the Spitfire, able to be missed. There goes the stun right into that Fox right there. Not able to make a team engagement, but just able to do some damage. There goes the Afterburn right onto the Scarf right there. There goes the other stuns. The triple stun team, of course, works once again right onto that Scarf this time.
Teamwork is really good.
Called it. That triple stun team, bruh. My God.
Now it looks like the 1v2 situation. There goes the stun right there. And a second one, of course, followed by a very quick Heliogenesis.
My God.
Not able to do much because they weren't able to secure the kill. Of course, the cooldowns onto their abilities is big to play a huge factor. There goes Finn's anchor slamming right down onto the ground. Not able to make contact, but now it looks like they're looking for team engagement a bit in a 2v3 situation. Glaive runs right down to the Scarf. There goes the Spitfire plus the Goop. Finn was not able to get there in time. Celeste now taking some quite damage right there, and Catherine's take more than her health. She is going to recall back home. Celeste recalls back home. Of course, Vox now recalls also. Both of them try to hopefully gain some energy and buy some extra items.
You see, the Celeste already got her first tier 3 item before the Vox can even get 2 tier 2 items. So that might be a good power spike for the Celeste.
Yes, of course. Now we look back up into the very top of the main screen, of course. Infinity has 9.3 Ks, which is 9,400,000 or 9,900 gold. But compared to Tapatio, they have a little bit less, falling quite short behind. But they're hopefully sustaining as much as they can. Now it looks like all 3 Tapatio members are coming right up into the lane. Celeste rotates back down into the jungle, hoping to do something and buy and shop.
Vox only has 30 farm to the Celeste 46, so that might be a factor to that goal lead.
That is a huge factor, but there goes the stun from there. There goes the extra afterburn, and will Celeste be able to land the next stun right there? Yes, she does.
Oh my God!
Stun, but he was able to lift his Sonic Zoom away, but not quite enough.
No vision means, oof, no vision.
There goes the Heliogenesis and the Supernova. More Heliogenesis, hoping to poke out the Finn. Finn gains himself some little shield, and his anger is able to be slammed down. They're hoping to focus a little bit more on that turn right there. Glaive takes massive amount of damage from the Finn and the turret. There goes more shield for Scarf and Finn. There goes more Heliogenesis right onto the Finn, hoping to poke him to death if possible. But they're stuck in a 2v3 situation since now Glaive is rotated back into the jungle due to his low health and energy a bit. Now the lane has been pushed right onto that Celeste right there. Vox has done a very good job with that, but he's falling quite short behind onto his farm. Vox now trying to get more farm, hoping to catch up to that Celeste right there. Glaive, of course, makes sure that he keeps his farm up, catches up to the Scarf. Just 1 minion short behind, but doesn't make too much of a difference, of course.
Will you be looking for the spell sword on the Glaive for energy?
The Glaive with the spell sword, I'm not hoping too much on that. Of course, Halcyon Charges is there. Could be a help a lot. But now, there goes massive amount of damage right into the Finn. Finn was very slow with his abilities, unfortunately. But there goes the Goop, plus he's able to land right into that Glaive right there. The team of Infinity has been taking some damage, but not as much as that Finn has. Spitfires have been poking out Celeste a bit, and also of that Glaive. Glaive's afterburn is ready to go, hoping to land into that Scarf there, but Scarf realizes his potential threat and able to back up a little bit. There goes a stun right onto there, hoping to get awesome stacks for that Catherine right now. There goes his anchor, able to slam right down onto the ground. Heliogenesis coming out, more Spitfire squads coming out, more. Both teams are trying to poke out each other a little bit, but not able to do so much. There goes the post. There goes the post, but not able to make contact. And there goes out his shield for the team. There goes the another afterburn right onto there. A fountain was forced to be used, but now more damage to be dealt on right to the Catherine. There, Catherine looks like to be taking the most damage. There goes how her ultimate abilities comes right out, able to make some contact onto that Vox and Scarf a little bit. But there goes on more Spitfires, able to do massive amount of damage right onto the Celeste. There goes on the stun from the Celeste, and there goes an extra stun from Catherine, but Vox is actually taken down by the Supernova of Celeste.
They both need reflex boxes. Scarf and Vox need reflex box.
Because of the afterburn, able to do some damage into the turn right there. They're hoping to focus on the turn. And yes, they do. They're able to get the turn and they're able to get some extra ground now. Right onto the lead. Just by gold kills and by turns. Not sure of how much Tapatio can actually stand a chance against these guys, but Infinity's doing quite well. A very good start into the early game. Now, of course, their comp is a little bit of an early game comp, but it's also could be more reliable into the mid game. What do you think about that, Sean?
Scarf late game will be good if she can get her items. If Scarf cannot get the item by level 12, when she gets maxed out her ultimate, then that will be a problem for the Celeste because she's very squishy.
Agreeable, of course, but I'm still rooting for Infinity's team. But now it looks like a couple of poking damage from Scar Spitfire right onto the Catherine there. There goes out another one. Catherine, of course, been taking a lot of damage, and there goes one right onto that glaive right there. Not even meaning to hit the glaive, of course. Scar thinks that they're still in that bush right there, and now they're planning to take up the gold miner. There's those scout torpedoes, so they're not quite sure what's going on. They have no awareness of their actually.
No vision.
Vision is very helpful into this game right now. There goes 400 gold for Infinity, and that just keeps on stacking for their team, about a 4,000 or approximately 5,000 gold difference.
What do you think about the Celeste going to Clockwork? You think that's meta?
Celeste going to the Clockwork right there, it's quite questionable. Although she does rely a lot on more damage, but she also needs to cool down, and I feel like the Eve would be doing enough. Although Clockwork can be very helpful at some points, but not at all times. I feel like she should not sub it out for cooldown for extra damage.
Okay. What do you think Vox is going next?
Vox seems to be going as a breaking point with that Blazing Salvo. Now, not quite much has been changed right off the match right now. A little bit of damage has been dealt onto each other, just mostly by poke, not any team fight engagements. Now it looks like some Heliogenesis thrown right into the fin right there. There goes the Supernova. There goes the game, not able to land conflict. Another Supernova comes out, of course. There goes the Catherine Stun. There goes more Heliogenesis. There goes the Supernova right into that box right there. Able to do massive amount of damage. There goes the Silence. There goes the box without the extra stun right there. Glaive comes in and able to finish off with the Scarf. Finn walks away. Of course, he's able to make it out alive, just very slowly.
Yes, the Finn was not able to crucible that Silence, and that caused his team the team fight.
Now it looks like Finn is in quite a bad position himself, and they're looking to focus down the turn, but Fox and Scarf is on their way to protect that Finn right there. They're doing massive amount of damage on the turn, and they gain extra ground right there, able to take down the second turn. There goes out Finn's anchor, and of course his little shield. There goes the Goop plus the Spitfire, able to do some quite damage onto that Catherine there, but not able enough to secure the kill for their team. Tapatio has not gotten a single kill yet this late game. And let's see will they stay like this. And there goes out much more of a team engagement there. There goes out the Tyrant right there. Treant coming out, and there goes the anchor right onto the Finn, and Finn was not able to land his anchor. Of course, the EZLs pay for it right there from the glaive. Spitfires are being shot out, able to do some damage, but not quite enough to do anything extra than that. Scarf, of course, not able to do quite enough damage. They're able to get one of the objectives, Crystal Sentry, and even though the Treant was able to root the glaive, it didn't make much of a change to the team fight.
I still got Team B winning, even though they're losing, but they can still come back with Scarf. If Scarf plays late game team fights correctly, I think they can still win.
Perhaps. Now it looks like Infinity is actually taking up the gold miner right there. No vision yet, still in 11 minutes. Approximately 12 for Torpedoes. There goes the Spitfire, there goes the Afterburn right into the Scarf right there. Scarf takes a huge amount of damage to chuck up himself. There goes able to finish the kill off, and Finn is able to run away, just scraping some damage right onto that Catherine.
What do you think about the thing going Journey Boots instead of War Trance?
Not a very reliable Finn, in my opinion. War Trance might be a better choice for this, but I guess he had to do something and wasn't able to afford, of course. Now it looks like look up into the top of the scoreboard, of course. 22,000 gold is a huge difference.
They almost have an 8,000 goal lead. So what in the world? Like a cat. Then picked up a crystal infusion. What happened to that?
It's alright.
Well-
He'll be soon. He'll be back soon. Don't worry.
Well, Vox Sonic Zoom's back.
Go ahead. Practice your casting skills.
Okay.
Pick it up.
So Spitfire after Spitfire. Is he gonna land the group on any of the carries so he can get that little burn effect?
Now more damage has been dealt on right onto the team right there. Infinity is actually able to stay a little bit alive right there. There goes the pull right onto that Finn right there. There goes the slice from the box. Of course, his very first line of this game. Fan was able to be close for Infinity right there. A slice was out right there, able to take down the box. And the Celeste was able to do quite some damage, and they're able to secure the turn. More goal has been given to Infinity. A 9 kill to 0 kill lead. Crazy amount right there.
No kills. They can't do anything. If Finn didn't even use a fountain on any of his teammates, so how they gonna stay alive if they can't even activate a fountain?
Yeah, it looks like Finn's fountain and Crucible has been not even on cooldown for quite some time right there. Catherine was doing a good job to keep her teammates alive. Now it looks like Finn and Catherine are just gonna walk away from each other. Now it looks like Finn is coming. Nope, he's gonna retreat back. It looks like he was almost about to run right into that Celeste right there. Heliogenesis is able to check out a couple bushes right there, of course. Now Celeste is all up and doing 620 damage into their blocks right there. It looks like he's gonna need some defense quick. And now
Celeste has 71 more CS than the Vox. Might be a problem late game, but
now it looks like they have been able to take out the gold miner once again. A 178 farm right there. CS compared to the Vox is a huge. That's probably the most CS I've ever seen from any hero in Vangler. It's probably the most I've ever seen. And there goes the Afterburn right into the Vox, but I'm not sure quite what she was doing. There goes the Finn right there. And there goes the Heliogenesis able to secure the kill. More Heliogenesis comes out into the Finn and Scarf, and they were able to push right beyond that turn right there, because their turn has already been taken down. There goes the silence, of course, right into that Finn right there. There goes another Afterburn, hoping to do some damage right there. Crystal Sentry trying to help out a little bit, but not able to do much. They were able to resist and block off the Finn's anchor and the stun. Now Finn's all trapped by himself, and he is going to be taken down, and they're able to take out this Crystal Sentry one more time. And Crystal Sentry has now been eliminated. Scarf comes down, not quite sure what he was doing. There goes the Afterburn, but not able to secure the kill. 385 damage and 707 damage with these.
oh my god!
There goes out the kill with Celeste's right onto kill on that Scarf. A 12 kills to 0 lead for Infinity. Now this game looks like in their favor, of course, but now it looks like they're going to take up the Kraken, and I believe this Kraken pusher here can secure the win.
Yes, Scarf was a little bit out of position. She got hit by the supernova, and then Celeste just took her out.
Yep,
If they can't block the CC, then the game's over. This Kraken push can, this Kraken push could decide the game.
Yes, of course. And there goes the Atlas right into the box. There, a good push Spitfire from the
Can't
Scarf.
block it.
Not able to do much. There goes the
Oh my
ultimate.
god.
Security kill. Celeste took a lot of damage with her ult right there, and the Heliogenesis plus the Supernova, able to do massive amount of more damage, and it looks like Glaive is going to take off the turret right there, able to do more damage into the Scarf. Scarf is nearly dead right in front of his face. He was about to die right in front of his base. And Kraken actually finally came to come and help out.
Celeste is fed. They can't do nothing against that. Celeste is fed.
Now, it looks like the Goopa Spitfire able to quite some damage right to their...
That's game.
Now, the turn has been destroyed, and now Scarface comes up the Dragon Breath, able to be stunned. Quite lucky right there. And now this looks like a huge game for Infinity Rebirth.
They couldn't block any of the CC. That's what I said earlier before the game started. It's going to have a lot of CC. If they can't block the CC, then they're going to get stunned, double stunned, triple stunned, and then silence. So they can't even play the Vainglory for about 10 seconds. Silence is probably about like seconds.
Okay, Data, tell me about these builds.
Alright, so look at the builds right now. Celeste, of course, has the Broken Myth, Eve, Clockwork, Frostbird. She didn't decide to go for any defense against that Vox right there, which is quite intriguing a little bit, but I guess she realized that she was able to do enough damage to the enemy teams. Sean, what do you think about that?
He was getting wrecked every time because they couldn't get a reflex on. They have a Crucible. The Finn got 2 reflexes. He's about to get 2 Crucibles probably, but he couldn't block anything. So I don't know what they were doing, but they couldn't block anything.
Now we're looking on the glaive right there for Infinity Rebirth. It looks like he has fallen quite short on the offense, but quite standard with the defense right there. A poison ship with the sword blade, coated plates, and an Aegis with the house yard chargers.
He was trying to sustain in the fight. That's why he got a poison ship. What do you think about the Echo on the Catherine?
The Echo on the Catherine, that's quite what I was about to say right there. The Echo Crucible Fountain Atlas with the extra Dragon Heart right there, able to give her a lot of health and extra silence right there.
Yes.
Taking a quick look over to Tapatio, not able to do much into the team fights, of course. 0 kills, unfortunately, but they look like they were going towards a good build a bit. Scarf were there with the Eve and Broken Myth, of course, but not able to get quite enough defense. Killed him a lot. The breaking point stacks for the Fox and the Sword Blade is very good, but same thing with the Scarf, not quite enough defense. And Fid, I'm not quite sure what he was doing with the Fountain and Crucibles, but it doesn't look like he was using them.
If the Scarf can't get 4 items, when Scarf gets 3 or 4 items, that's when Scarf becomes more damage based. And when I only seen 1 Scarf the whole game. I don't know. She should have been like throwing them out because that does a lot of damage when you have it maxed out. I don't know why she didn't use it more often than she did.
Alright, guys, give me a sec while I switch up the teams. Let's see. So I think they all said it's good. Switch me, thanks. We don't want turtle. Oh, ooh. Wait, did they mean that, or did I really get it wrong, or no?
That looks like the right teams right there. Yeah.
That looks right. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't even sure. All right, for you guys just joining us, we're doing a match, an EZL match, Tapatio eSports versus Infinity Rebirth. I've got Data Zook here and Sean Plays doing some casting. Yeah, and Cold Killer, welcome to the stream, and thanks guys for the follows. Make sure to join the giveaway by Gankstars. I'll do the thingy. Alright, cool. So let's get this started.
Adam, what are you looking to see this match?
Like for Infinity, it would stick up another W for your team to take a 2-0 clean win right there. Looks like the triple stun team. Not sure, quite sure if they're going for that again. But let's see how this draft actually all plays out in the end. A Catherine is now first been banned for Torpedoes, and looks like a Finn or a Lance. They're hovering over a Lance right there, and they're able to ban off the Lance. Now switch teams, of course. Torpedoes onto the first pick side, and Infinity Rebirth is onto the second picks. Now, Captain looks like maybe Captain Arden's coming out right there with the Arden, able to lock that in for their team.
They're probably going to do a dive comp so Arden can gauntlet it so they can get on top of the character.
Perhaps now they're looking like for a Finn. I saw Finn with the other team, but not quite sure with this team right here. Finn, of course, gets locked in. I'm not sure if they're going for the glaive once again, but let's see how it actually all plays out. The Odin and the Finn battle of the captains. Odin's able to do quite some damage right there, but his gauntlet is practically useless against the Finn, unfortunately.
Okay, hovering over a Gwyn, maybe? A Gwyn? Oh, no,
Nope.
Glaive. What do you think about the
straight to the glaive. They're picking up the glaive once again, and I feel like they're going to probably take advantage as much as they can. Now, they pick up the Ringo and a Rona. Looks like the Afterburn might go heavily right onto the Ringo right there if he's not aware. And no vision has been thrown out.
We might see a pedal because that kind of like counters Rona a bit.
Maybe, perhaps, Jewel might be coming out, or a Samuel. They're looking for a laner, of course, and they're picking up the Samuel for their team. Tapatio's onto the left side, and Infinity is on the right side, and looks like Infinity, in my opinion, might take up this win once again. What do you think about these, Sean?
Let's see. Arden can stun the Samuel in the glaive. So if all they need to do is block Finn ult and get out of the Samuel leaping ability, and if they can do all of that, then they will be good. Maybe a combo would be like you put down the Samuel ult like right under the Finn and pull Finn toward the ult, but I don't know. So
in my opinion, I'm voting for the Infinity Rebirths once again, due to the glaive able to bring the fight to the Samuel and to the Finn, rather than the Finn and the Samuel going for the fight. Glaive can bring the fight to them. You would not take a horse to the water, but rather bring water to the horse. And that's exactly what I'm hoping Glaive's gonna do. Looks like Ringo was stuck a little bit in lane, or actually had home base for a little while. But now look at the amazing Finn Bakudo skin. This is actually my first time actually able to see it, and not really much of a Bakudo, but more like a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, very sexy.
More like very dangerous, in my opinion. But it looks like they're about to start into the Elder Train up there. Arden has rotated back up into the lane, able to do quite some damage. Samuel doing quite some damage right into the Arden right there. But Samuel, of course, with his perk, able to get his health and energy back. Right down into the jungle right there. There goes the Afterburn right into the Rona. Rona wasn't able to land her A ability. And there goes the Flare, able to make sure to get the vision right up on the top of there. Arden actually hoping to run home, and the abilities from the Finn not able to quite actually land on it. Now Ringo right there is coming a little bit late with the reinforcements, and Samuel and the whole team of Infinity brung Tapatio's quite low.
Yes, Rona was a bit out of position. She tried to go for the Elder Treant, but she didn't realize that Glaive had his Afterburn, and she almost died.
I believe he's taking full advantage of that and stealing all of Rona's farm into that jungle right there. Rona, not quite sure able to see what's been going on. Rona's actually planning to rotate into the lane, helping out the Arden Ringo, which is currently quite low. Infinity here is pushing a lot into that team, and there goes out the perk of Samuel. More poke damage right onto there. Looks like Arden's trying to retreat back home and recall a little bit. There goes out the awesome animations from Super Evo Megacorp with the Finn, of course. Finn's Bakuda skin is probably one of the best skins in Vanguard right currently, with his animations and with the physical appearance of the skin itself.
Yes, the Glaive also has a 1 level above than the Rona, and also a level 11 CS. All the Glaive has to do is shop, and they could probably invade once or twice before 4 minutes.
Looks like Finn right now is able to push right onto the enemy jungler's team, but not looking good to pick up a fight, of course, since he is only a captain. Able to do quite some damage onto the Rona right there, but not enough to steal the Treant. Glaive is actually able to solo kill the Elder Treant all by himself with his double weapon blade. That's all he needs, and he did not take that much damage. But now it looks like in a 1v2 situation. There goes at the Vanguard for the Rona right there. There goes the Afterbird. Glaive hoping to escape away. There goes the stun right into the Rona right there. Not quite sure Rona what she was doing.
Oh my AoE.
There goes the first blood for Samuel. Able to take down that Ringo, of course. Samuel outranges Ringo in this match, but Ringo can outspeed or outplay the Samuel.
It looked like Samuel's going for Shatterglass first with that heavy prism and the Eclipse prism, maybe Shatterglass.
No, Finn just took a one-turn shot, not able to do quite much right there, but can be a game changer. There goes out his Drifting Dark, able to do quite massive amount of damage right into that ring right there. More damage has been dealt out to each other. Ringo's ability able to slow down the Samuel. Samuel's been taking quite some damage from the turn right there. There goes with the Glaive Afterburn. The Rona actually is able to pounce and jump away. There goes more damage going to the Ringo right there. Not able to quite secure the kill, but will they now? No, a minion actually protects the Ringo from there. Now Glaive was actually hoping to use his sprint boots and able to secure the kill, but not quite yet. Now Ringo looks like being able to luckily just make it out alive.
Double Oakheart for the Arden. What do you think about that?
Double Oakheart is quite standard a bit. Doesn't look like he's going straight for Fountain, more like a Crucible, but now it looks like Infinity is able to secure that first turn for their team. Looks like after running to the Glaive order right there, the Vanguard already was used early, and the Drifting Dark from the Samuel able to do massive amount of damage and able to secure the kill for their team once again. Will this be another game? Just quickly pushing up right onto that lane right there and able to go for 0 kills for Tapitos once again. Now it looks like right into the jungle side right there. Glaive was able to steal quite some farm, but it looks like Rona's able to take him down. But will she? Glaive's Afterburn, of course, is on cooldown a little bit. But of course, Finn comes in to help out, and Glaive was actually able to get out alive and away.
Yes. Rona was a bit out of position, and it caused Arden to die. So now they have almost a 3K gold lead, and I think that they should be able to snowball the rest of the game if they play this correctly.
Now back up into the lane right there, Finn and Samuel with the Rona rotating up. Finn goes able to take quite some damage right there. Rona hoping to do some damage into the Samuel right there. Samuel using his Drifting Dark, able to do a smart maneuver to get away. And more aerial damage, of course, using his ability, his very first ability right there with the Drifting Dark, able to do aerial damage for the enemy team.
Okay, so Ringo actually got his first item as a Star Blade. What do you think about that? Do you think that's standard build or?
But to me, it seems quite some standard. Ringo feels like he might need some extra damage into the enemy team, and I totally agree with him with that. Now it looks like they're looking for a team engagement right there. Rona actually engages first. They goes to the gauntlet. The Finn is actually outside of the gauntlet right there, able to walk in without just a silence right there. And there goes more damage. The Glaive was able to afterburn a forced fountain for the Infinity. Is another fountain for the Arden. Now more damage has been dealt out to the Glaive is actually taken very low, and Glaive actually has been taken down by the Rona. Ringo, of course, is actually taken very low by the Samuel himself, and Ringo is actually now taken down for the Samuel, and it looks like Finn is actually going to be taken down. Also, there goes out
he's ability
from the Samuel, but I'm not quite sure what he's actually doing. And there goes out more damage onto the Rona, and able to be taken down. Samuel now doing, not quite sure what he's doing there. But Ringo is now up, and he needs to be quite careful now.
Yes, the Rona actually got caught in the sleep of Samuel, so he was able to turn the fight. If he didn't sleep her, whoa!
Now more damage has been dealt on right to the Samuel right there. There goes that Hellfire Brew, and is able to secure the kill for their team.
He tried to get that barrier. He tried to get the barrier. I like the play by the Finn trying to get the barrier for his teammate, but it was just a little bit too late.
Now it looks like Ringo's recalling back home. Now things have died down just quite some bit. Ringo and Samuel rushing back into the lane right there. Now some items have been built on for each team.
What do you think about the Shiver still on the Glaive?
Shiver still on a Glaive. Not quite effective, but let's see how that actually kind of plays a little bit. Drifting Dirt comes out right there. The afterburn right into the Ringo. Of course, Ringo was not expecting that. They goes to the gauntlet, but the whole entire team's actually in that gauntlet. Glaive was massive amount of damage right there. Forced. Fountain was able to come out actually, and Finn was actually able to keep them alive just quite enough. And there goes to the pull, but able to make contact, but been denied by the Arden. Of course, there goes to the sleep right onto the Arden right there. More damage onto the Ringo. course. But now Arden is all by himself right now, trying to hopefully get away and get out alive. There goes to the Anchor, able to do quite some damage onto their Vanguard, of course, not able to get him away enough. And there goes to the Ace for Infinities. Now it looks like Glaive is actually planning to take up the Gold Miner. Finn coming down to help, and Samuel, of course, is going to push up right into that lane and do as much as he can to bring his team the W.
Yes, the Samuel actually smart because they have 3 AoE type CC, the Finn ult and Samuel sleep. So they use that to its full advantage. They got the Crucible out from the Finn ult, and then they use Samuel's because not everybody has a Crucible on a reflex block on Hots, I think. So they didn't have a reflex to get the Samuel ult. So
quite intriguing match, of course. And now it looks like things has, of course, died down a little bit and everything, and now Flares has been shooting out for the Arden, and now it looks like the Vanguard able to do some protect the Ringo just a little bit much right there. Now Drifting Dart comes out, and they're hoping to secure the Ringo for the kill right there. Rona actually ability comes out. Here comes the Hellfire Brew right onto the Glaive.
oh my
Glaive has
goodness.
already been taken down before the Hellfire Brew can even make any contact right there. Sam was to do some damage, but it looks like Finn is actually taking much more than before. Now the Fountain has been forced out right onto their healing flask, of course, been coming out, and the pull and the drag was not able to make any contact. There goes a more Drifting Dart. It goes to the Gauntlet. The misplaced Gauntlet, of course, able to was able to kill the Ringo. And now Rona has been taken down. The misplaced Gauntlet cost him the whole entire team fight.
Yeah, that was the decider. If he could have got the Gauntlet on top of the Samuel, they might have been able to Rona would have been able to use her B and get on the what's happening here?
Now it looks like the Alice Pauldron is able to make contact, and of course the Anchor and the Drifting Dark not able to do much, not able to make any contact, but more damage has on dealt, not quite some more damage, but some damage has been dealt right into that Samuel right there. Now they're hoping to steal some of that Rona's farm. Of course, farm is very essential into this game. Farm leads to gold, and gold leads to items, and items lead to victory. There's a whole entire train process. But now it looks like Arden's Vanguard is actually able to come out right there. Ringo's able to do some damage right to the Glaive, and the Finn and Glaive is actually almost at full health.
What do you think about the Echo coming out on the Finn? What do you think about that?
A Finn Echo, just like what we saw in last match, a double or an Echo for the Catherine. Looks like going out for the same ability, I believe, the double ultimate.
Yes, probably yes, maybe double force. Maybe double force to force.
But now it looks like Finn's ability is giving up their team some shield right there. That goes out the more damage right into the Ringo right there. Sleep, but not able to make contact. Yes, he does actually. Drifting Dart actually comes out. Rona is actually diving in, but not actually able to get herself killed. There goes out the Hero Fire Brew, but not able to do much. And they're hoping to take down the turret, but not the Arden. Arden is actually able to get away, and they're hoping out to push this next turn too, because they see Arden's all by himself, and the captain can't do much by himself. Of course, he needs his teammates, and Arden's actually might be coming down right now.
Oh my God!
To stop them. And the Gauntlet doesn't do much, but now it looks like he's quite
He's
low.
gonna die.
And the Fountain actually comes out and able to do much
He's fountain. Oh my God.
More damage, of course, been dealt onto that Finn right there.
He's dead.
And now the Rona is actually hoping
what
to
about
get
Rona?
a kill, and Rona doesn't get the kill,
Oh my
but Ringo
goodness.
actually does. Finn actually able to keep up with Samuel alive. He comes out Drifting Dark, able to do some payback damage, right into the Ringo right there, and they're actually able to take him down, of course, followed by Lady Rona. And now Arden actually is running away just a little bit of hope right there. Now he's actually able to make out alive. Minions,
No, he's not. He walked through the same line.
actually what Samuel does. Because of the ace for Infinity's team, hoping to push out this third turn, they almost got taken down.
So what happened in that fight was Rona went in too deep without their captain, so they didn't have that protection. Like because the Arden was too busy trying to kill the Finn when the Arden actually needed to help out his team and block the Samuel's Malice Inverted. The Ringo needs to build defense for the Samuel so he doesn't get wrecked in like 2 Malice Inverteds.
Now it looks like the Afterburn able to land right into the Arden right there, and of course the Quibble doing quite some damage right there because they forced the core, and it looks like a misplaced sleep, but now the Fountain's been forced out by the Arden War, turns of course, and the Hillfire Brew, now actually able to land right onto the Glaive right there, but now more damage, and of course the Afterburn, now it looks like Infinity is planning to take on this whole entire game lead, the Gauntlet just quite over that wall right there. The Sam just bursting right through the course of the Justice Dark, messes his abilities, but now they're able to secure the kill. Crystal Sentry, of course, is now being able to be taken down. One of their objectives is now been completed, and only 2 lives remain for Crystal Sentry. And now it looks like Kraken has not come out yet, but the Gold Miner is still at maximum gold efficiency right there. So they're hoping to take that out. 400 gold for their team, an extra 7,000 gold lead for Infinity.
Yes, the Arden actually used the Gauntlet to try to get away, but he tried to recall in the bush that they didn't know where he was. But I don't understand that play, but that was just that's a wasted gauntlet, so they don't have that during the team fight. So, yeah.
Now it looks like Rona's jumped over right there, that wall right there.
Oh my goodness.
Now more damage right there. There goes the Afterburn right into that Ringo, of course. There goes the Atlas right into the Ringo.
Oh, he actually blocked
most of it, but now he's able to barely walk away alive, and now actually he gets killed and secured the kill by Samuel. And now there goes the Rona. Rona deals quite some damage, but actually receives more damage back. The Gauntlet comes out for the Arden to keep him alive, and Samuel has been called just a nightmare at 14-1.
That
14-1 Samuel. That's the
now it looks like the Drifting Dark and more damage, a critical hit from the Glaive right there. Samuel leaves it up right to the Glaive, but now they're able to secure the kill. Kraken, of course, comes out at the perfect moment in time, and now they're hoping to take off that Kraken as fast as they can to win this game at a 2-0 series.
Yep. I think that the game's already over. They have a almost 10k goalie, and Ringo has no defense, so he really can't do nothing. So I think that this game is over. This Kraken push. If they're gonna try to contest, nope, no contest. This game.
No, it looks like actually, just on the other hand, a counter argument. They might not be able to win this as one push, due to
they will.
If the Ringo and the Rona is actually able to what's the word? Able to perfectly time their abilities, and Arden's on the same page as them, I feel like they can actually be able to take them down and also be able to take down the Kraken as fast as they can. But now it actually looks at the Gauntlet right there.
Get over here, boy.
Comes right through there. The Slave ability comes right into the both right to the Arden and onto the Ringo. The Quibble comes right down once again with the Echo's already been used, and the Hero has been killed, and Ringo has been taken down right there. Samuel has also been taken down. Actually, no, Samuel has actually been able to take down the Rona, and now it actually looks like a 2-0 win lead for Infinity, and they're able to sweep off this series with a clean record.
Yep. That was a pretty misplay by the Arden, because he wasted his Crucible. Because after, oh my god, Arden, he just deleted stuff. But what happened was, after Finn pulled them, he wasted the Crucible because he mistimed it. So they didn't have a Crucible for the Samuel sleep ability. So, GG.
If we actually look onto the builds, it looks like Tapatio is actually going for the double weapon power build. And if you look onto the Infinity side, although they were able to take the win, only one person on the team actually ever built a Metal Jacket, and Finn built an Atlas. Samuel didn't. I don't think he was paying attention much to the scoreboard. Actually, just got an Aegis. We can't say too much about the Arden, since he deleted most of his items in the end. But from what I recall, of course, the Fountain has been there, the Crucible has been there, and I believe he also had a War Trance, correct if I'm mistaken. But it looks like Infinity is able to take the win for the 2-0 win series for Infinity, and Tapatio is actually going to go home with nothing in their hands.
Yep. Misplays after misplays, no blocks, nothing. Sometimes they blocked it, sometimes they didn't. And when they needed the block, they didn't do it. And that's what happened.
Alright guys, well that's the EZL match, Tapatio eSports versus Infinity Rebirth. Congratulations Infinity Rebirth. And now we're just going to hop into a regular QE stream. Hi Valmanway, welcome. I'm going to stop the stream real quick and then I'm going to start it again, okay? I'll be right back.